Yeah, welcome back to the channel, man. Toon Reacts. How y'all doing, man? How y'all feeling? Hey, man, we about to get into my boy K Count. He talking about, he on the Cam Newton show. He talking about he almost going broke, went broke, and, bouncing back and shit. So we about to see what he talking about, y'all. Y'all already know.
I moved to LA. You know what I'm saying? Just to switch my energy up, move to LA. You know what I'm saying? I'm in LA paying $15,000-$16,000 a month.
What?
Just on crib. Yeah, I was getting money. How you say? What you said? Blue? What you said?
Yeah.
What you said? Yeah, blue. What you said? Blue blood.
Blue blood.
Is that blue blood?
That blue blood. You gotta spend it. You know, it's, yeah.
15 to 16,000 a month. Just to say you in LA. Well, a lot of that just comes with being in LA. 15, 16, I want to see the house he was staying in. 15, 16,000 in, Atlanta, Texas. Come on, bro. That's just too much. Even if you got money, come on.
You know what I'm saying? So I had that blue blood. So I'm out there just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking up a check, but I'm fucking up a check.
Nah, you fucking up a
money,
check.
But I ain't smart with the money at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just doing all type of shit, blowing money on cribs, and we getting kicked out of cribs, and I gotta get a new. It was a lot of shit going on. So I came back to the city, and I got a spot in I.F.O.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And all these cribs I was in, I was bringing all my niggas. And I was bringing like my team, my niggas. We just, you know what I'm saying, living life and shit.
How large was the members?
7 or 8 people in one house. Just thugging, you know what I'm saying, big mansions in the hill. You know how that shit go.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was doing that for a long time. I just recently, probably 4 years ago, I started doing it. I was like, okay, I need to be by myself. You know what I'm saying? But going back to I.F.O, Mom Dukes was a part of my business for a long time. And, you know what I'm saying, you got that relationship with your mom when you know when she upset, you know when she got in feeling, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's your mama, you connected.
No, that jacket hard.
So it was at one point where Mom Dukes was always just frustrated and just, you know what I'm saying? Like her mood was just off.
Y'all Wi-Fi wasn't connected.
You know what I'm saying? We wasn't beefing. It was just, she was just real antsy and just, you know what I'm saying? So I asked her one day, I was like, man, what's up? Like, you been real, like, yada. And I remember exactly where I was at that moment. Changed me forever. I was outside the crib on the front porch, and I was like, you know what I'm saying, what's up with you?
And she was like, pants, this nigga.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. Let's keep it
that
real.
nigga killed dude.
Everybody's carrying something. Pressure to put it up. When you hit funky P.
And she was just like, if you keep this up, what you doing, you gonna go broke, right? And it hit me like, oh, because her tone, you know what I'm saying, it was dead ass serious. She never said no shit like that. Because it was at one point, bro, I ain't check a bank account in like 2 or 3 years. I was just
splurging.
If my card work, I'm using it. If I got cash, I never knew how much money I had for a long time, but I knew I was making money because I was seeing the deposit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, a check, you know what I'm saying? So I was just blind to it, but I ain't know nothing about business or finance. I ain't know shit. I was like, I'm getting money. I'm going to spend the money. You feel me? So when she told me that shit, outside the crib, it was one of the moments where I ain't get nervous. I was calm. You know what I'm saying? This some real shit. Like, any other nigga be like, oh, they start going crazy. What you, hey, what you know what I'm saying? I was like, you serious? You know what I'm saying? She like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool. I had 2 accounts. One account, I barely had money in, you know what I'm saying? It was just like an extra account. And we had the main account where all the money was going through.
Right.
And I remember telling her, I said, okay, cool. I said, the money that's in the original account should make sure my bills is paid. Don't let me get, you know what I'm saying? Don't have me out on the street.
Right.
I'm gonna take the other account to give me all the information, whatever I need to know, and I'm gonna turn this shit back up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know how I was gonna do it. I ain't know shit about business. I ain't know shit about credit. I ain't know shit.
How old were you?
This was around, I was like 20, 27, 28.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's not too long. Well, now it's a little long, you know how that shit go. But I was around that age, and I just hit the ground running, bro. Like, as soon as she gave me that information, first thing I did was got on YouTube and how to understand business. You know what I'm saying? How to understand credit. What is credit? How does shit work? Boom, 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 boom. And I was in that rabbit hole for like a year and a half, 2 years, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Like, once I understood what this shit was and how this shit worked and how the music business actually worked.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because I thought it was just music. You know what I'm saying? I knew there was a business aspect to it. But I had to finally step the fuck up and be about my business. You know what I'm saying? And I took that and I just went on the goddamn journey of just trying to be the best businessman in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you go through trials and tribulations and learn the shit, you know what I'm saying? And I stayed down. I stayed in the studio. I knew the studio paid the bills.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Hit records pay the bills. Like you said, niggas get a hit in that shit.
Yeah.
Hit records pay the bills as far as my career, like, you know what I'm saying? My path. So I stayed in that motherfucker. I kept dropping. I kept touring. I kept dropping. I kept touring. Because all this shit is compound interest at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? All these songs is assets, you know what I'm saying? They stack on top of each other. And after a while, you know what I'm saying? That 5 gonna turn into a 10. That 10 gonna turn, you know what I'm saying? They keep going. And I just stayed down, bro. You know what I'm saying? I tried to just gather as much information as I could when it came to business. And I told me and my business partner, we looked at the major label system and we tried to break down all the aspects of it. Like what this department do, what this department do, what this department do, how this shit actually work,
right.
Who really getting to the money, who is in control of the money, and how this shit really moving around.
Right.
And it took years to figure it out, you know what I'm saying? And by doing that, I stayed down and got all the information. And I'm still learning to this day. I know a lot now, you know what I'm saying? I'm on top of my shit, you know what I'm saying? But to this day, I'm still learning. But at that time, I stayed down while I was still recording music, still doing shows, and still trying to keep my name relevant and hot.
Yeah.
I'm learning the business. And then 2017, I don't want to get these dates fucked up.
Yeah.
2017, 18, when lottery came. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And turned me the fuck up.
I think I know that song. But yeah, man, finances is very important, man. Like you said, credit is using the system in, you know, in ways. You know, definitely finance is very important. You know, you see this nigga talking about he's spending 16,000, nigga. This on his mansion. So imagine other stuff that you spending, you know, on. That's just the house. And then look how he said all them people going to house with him. He got 7, 8 niggas. You know, all that, you know, you responsible for. You know, so it's like that just added more shit to a motherfucker, man. You know, definitely, man. You gotta watch who you keep around. You know, definitely watch your money a little better and all that stuff, man, because that money will slip away from you, and especially people in that industry. You know, they goddamn already getting loans, you know, from these type of you know, record labels and shit. So it's loans. You know, it's not no money they're just giving. Oh, I put money in I just got money in my account. No, these niggas give me these nigga loans. You gotta pay that back eventually. You know what I'm saying? When you doing them studios, you know, when you doing them shows, when you touring, they adding all that shit up. They running the tab up. So you thinking, oh damn, I got 100 bands. They just deposit in my account. You know, so that's just a food for thought, man. You definitely pay attention. Finance is very important, like you said. You know, definitely sharpen up, but you could always sharpen up on the day-to-day. And yeah, man, y'all pay attention, man. But yeah, man, shout out to my boy K Camp. You already know, ain't nothing, cut that bitch out. I know that song, y'all. Alright, man, we be back, man. Shout out to the family. Out.